Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James. Today we're playing Bloodstained. We're also testing out this awesome new setup that Matt's got going for me. You'll see here this pretty little box around me. You'll see that I've got the Bloodstained logo in the background. There's little trimmings. You can see the Player 2 details up the top here. Matt's got me playing in the big leagues now. We're doing some pretty cool stuff with it. Go and check out a whole bunch of his videos. He's been doing it for a little while now, but this is the first Player 2 Plays I've done in a few weeks, I'd say. You'll see one coming up for an embargo game that I recorded before I started messing around with this, so just bear with us with that little half step back. But we're playing Bloodstained. It's Eagervania, where we're diving back into old school Symphony of the Night style Castlevania. I'm playing this today because we had the review go up recently. James Swinbanks did a great job. You can see that I've started playing it. I've got Miriam, she's level 19. I'm playing on normal, map completion's 23.7%. I'm getting there. In terms of overall, like how far I am through the story, I think I'm about a third to halfway, give or take, just short of halfway. But as you can see from the map, I still haven't really scratched the surface. So we've got a little bit to dive into here. I'm really, really enjoying the game so far. I'm playing on the PS4 for the sake of today. One of the weird gimmicks about the tech here, it's going to try and cut it out. But anyway, so we've got Miriam here. You can see my equipment. She's got this mask and stuff with the hyperventilator on, but that's purely for some stat perks. There's these RPG systems in place, coupled with traditional sort of Metroidvania style gameplay. Now, I recently beat a boss. Don't have a clue where I'm going. So we'll just have to see how this works out. The music is fantastic. So one of the important things about the game, and cycling back to our menu, is the shards. So that magical ability I just used, that's a product of a shard. And so there's a whole bunch of different ones. There's some passive ones, so they increase my single-handed sword and club damage. There's a few other options I've got there as well. We've got a familiar, that's the little guy that's tailing me at the moment. But we've got a bunch of others. The heretical grinder was one I just used then, and it gives me some range, but you can see it uses some MP, increases our coverage, and there's a whole bunch of different options. And all these, and obviously, we've got some other ones there for manipulatives. And in terms of some particular abilities which are mapped to our tribal, so like that one I just used there. I haven't explored this bit. Let's see what's up here. Righty. Well, those spikes don't look good. Don't know if I'll be able to survive them. Oh. Come on. Oh, we're through. You beaut. There we go. So there's actually, conveniently enough, one of the shards. And now I've got that ability there, so I can summon forth Dullahead to help me out. And that's opt-in. Like I don't have to use it. Let's scale this, see what there is to see. You've got this little and I still haven't gotten acclimatized to it yet. I think it's me struggling with kind of an oldish, well, certainly an old inspired system. So that kind of half back step is meant to be really useful in a pinch, but at the moment I still, because you face one way like I am left at the moment, and then you press L1 and it bounces you back. I'm fighting all my own instincts because I'll turn to, I think of it more like a dash. So I go to turn, what is this? Oh, poison. Let's take him out and then quickly dive into my inventory. So I find myself regularly kind of bouncing the wrong way, which is pretty frustrating. Now I think, and I'm not 100% sure, and I'm hoping that there'll be a save spot when the time comes. I'm pretty sure I'm heading towards a boss at the moment. And I believe, just from little bits and pieces that I think I've learned over the journey, I believe he's kind of just roaming. Very conscious of being poisoned. It's not an ideal. So now using that particular attack requires the right stick. So you end up kind of claw gripping the controller a bit just to actually use what you want to use. Work, mate. We're making our way up. I can see the map kind of slowly filling in. Max our MP, that's handy. What happened there? Whew. Jump didn't engage like it ought to have. So yeah, I spoke about James's review before. Swimbanks does some awesome stuff. He gave Bloodstained a B, if I recall. And from what I've played so far, I'm inclined to agree with him. Look, it's a fantastic game. The art style doesn't quite grip me like I perhaps expected to. I'm actually a Kickstarter backer of the game, and I got this code thanks to my Kickstarter pledge way back in God knows when. Let's see if I've got any health items here. Not much. We'll see if I can save it for now. Yeah, we don't need to deal with that guy. Oh shit. Oh, you prick of a thing. These guys just keep coming. Let's bounce up here. Let's check out to the left. Hopefully there's not a safe spot, but I'm going to take full advantage actually. So we've got all our different teleporting spots here. We're in the Towers of the Twin Dragons. They're the boss that I believe I'll be having to take on. We'll go here to Avantville. because we've got a shop, we've got save, like we can save, we can do all those sort of things. Keep in mind this is a traditional ass game, so you're going to like there are safe spots. There you can't just save wherever you want. I think there is like a suspend sort of mode, but it's a one-off. So you resume the game at that point, and then you'd want to make sure you get to a safe spot next time. It's kind of that in a pinch, you can you need to rush out. You've got an option rather than just leaving your console on. But it is still a weird one because like in this current day and age with the Xbox One, the PS4, the Switch, whether that's even on PC, we've got so many different options to actually suspend the machines that we're using rather than just straight up close the game. So it's an interesting option. One that I'm sure people will appreciate, and there's an audience there for it, but it's not really necessary, I don't think, not in this day and age. These are basically some of the first enemies that I had to deal with in the game, so they're pretty bog standard, pretty easy, no real threats at all. We'll bounce all the way back up to the towers. I couldn't be sure of where a safe spot was, and that dude that we saw marching towards us was a pretty intimidating sort of figure, so I wasn't particularly eager to tempt fate. The frame's easy. That's why double jump is important, folks. Let's see what's in here. Chest. Special ammunition. I'll check our gear because we might have picked up something new. Like that. Oh, it's a great sword though. So, great sword. Look, I mean, you can see based on the attack stat there's a huge bump in that attack score, but it's a two-handed weapon. You'll see, like it's there, as you'd expect from a two-handed weapon. The swing is heavier, slower, and that just doesn't quite click with my present gameplay style. That may change in time, but I don't. Same with the Flame Burst. It's another two-handed greatsword. So. Flame Whip, that does. See, that's, and I'm mashing square. That is still about as fast as a two-handed weapon. So I'm going to stick with the Ulfbert sword right now, whatever that is. Oh, the Feather Crown will be handy. Nothing there. Nothing there. Scarf. Wouldn't mind updating my scarf. Okay, so what do we got here? A lift? Let's see where it goes. Not going through there. Okay, and then this gets to a point that I have been to. I'll just see if there's not a save point or something at the bottom here. Something useful? No, there's nothing out here then. I've already been under here. It was pretty basic. Alright, we'll head back up to the top and we'll progress from there. My gut says that there might be a boss coming. We'll have to wait and see. You can learn plenty of things from the bookshelves here. Sometimes it's more of a story, but others they give you little mechanics, they give you little combos. There are little combos that are specific to the different weapons. It's gotten to the point where I just approach every bookshelf, every picture frame, expecting it to attack me. There you go, I've leveled up. Oh. Whoa, how did I get... bugged out a bit there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jesus. Shard. But if you've already got it, it just kind of adds to... So what have we got here? This is going to be the back of the lift. Ah, cool. Faster access. As you can see, it's luck is a stat. If you didn't spot it in the menu before. Here we go, here's a safe spot. And you can see that we've added a few percentage points there to the amount that we've actually explored. Nothing immense, but always just chipping away. And I know I'm not going to, by end game have 100% completion. That's a very tall order in this game, apparently. I leapt a bit too soon, I think. What have we got here? Oh! My gut says our boss is in here. No action, no noise. Here we go. Oh, there we are. We hit a drag or something, I guess. There we are. Alright. Now, I have no idea. This is my first time dealing with this dude. Whoa, 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 whoa! Jesus, what is going on? Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy shit! This got intense very, very quickly. I don't even know what I can do this. Yeah, come on, little minion. Wow. So that's Bloodstained. That really caught me by surprise there. And I'm going to have to think up some tactics, maybe get the right shards and all those sorts of things involved so that I can take this guy down a little bit easier. But that's where we'll wrap up this episode. We've done a little bit of exploring, we've gone through some of the menus, learned a little bit about it, seen some of the combat, seen a boss kick my ass, which is exactly what I was looking forward to showing you. But that is where we'll leave things. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. All those buttons, they're all down below. Hit that notification bell, that way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, The Insider, more Player 2 plays like Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. There's some great stuff there. Please be sure to go and check it out. Lazy Gaming is a new series that we've got there. It's a countdown series where we look at the top 5 of something. So please go and check that out as well. Visit the website, player2.net.au, where you can find a whole bunch of written content. There's some awesome stuff there. Please be sure to visit and check it out. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au. Kick in a few bucks, and at the lower tiers, you get early access to episodes. Higher tiers, you get monthly episode exclusives. Finally, you got Twitter. The website, you'll see above, player2au, along with a whole bunch of other handles for a whole bunch of different other platforms. For me, you'll find me at Paul James Games. That is all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. That is Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I'll work out what to do about beating that boss, but we'll save that till later. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.